I'm out shooting today, target practicing and plinking and all that with my little J-frame 38. I'm going to tell you if you don't already, why you should own a little 38 snub-nose revolver. Now you're thinking, they ain't good for much, are they? You do everything you need to do with your compact 9mm and all that stuff there that you have that's superior in your mind. Well, first reason why you should have a little 38, whether it be a J-frame or an LCR. First of all, you're adding variety to your collection. If you have a collection and all you got is Glocks and SIGs and 1911s, it does kind of get a little bit boring, and it's good to spice up your little collection with something like this. And the other reason is, a lot of them are very inexpensive. Most of your Smith & Wesson little 38s, your alloy ones, like the 442 or the 642 or 637, or oh, I could go on with all the model numbers. They generally run around $450 brand new, and a lot of times you can get them cheaper than that. And you can find them used, sometimes around $300. You can get yourself a little 38 for not much money that really spices up your collection. But I think more than anything else, one of the best reasons to have something like this is because it improves your groups on no matter what it is that you have that you normally shoot. It will make you a better shot. I absolutely guarantee it. You'll tighten your groups with your semi-automatics, your large revolvers, your large semi-automatics, your compact semi-automatics. You will tighten your groups. And the reason why is this is very difficult to shoot. It's difficult to shoot well. And if you can master a trigger on something like this, it'll make everything else you shoot so much easier. I'm kind of the proponent of having as difficult and as small a gun as possible. If you can master it, everything bigger will be a lot easier. Now, that comes with a little bit of within reason. Like if you have an NAA Mini, little tiny 22s, that is not going to make you a better shot with another handgun. But if you have a small handgun that's within normal acceptable size range, like this is normal size range, it's small, but it's still a normal size within reason gun. You can still get a good decent grip on it. I have even all my fingers on it. This is normally like a 2 finger grip, but even my pinky comes down underneath, and my hands are fairly large, so I can pretty much get a full grip on this thing. So anytime you practice with something that's very small and difficult to shoot, you're going to be a better shot with something that's larger. So I say that would be your main purpose right there. And I know you're thinking, the trigger pull on a small double action only revolver is so much different than a semi-automatic, and the technique you're using is different, and that's correct. But I can tell you, as someone that shot a lot of both, even though this trigger is normally pulled a little bit further on the joint or even past it, it doesn't affect the way you shoot a larger automatic. Your finger will still come by where it normally rests on a larger semi-automatic, and you can still shoot it just the same. It doesn't take away from everything you've learned on a large automatic. Even if you shoot an automatic with this type of grip, all you have to do is just reposition your thumb on something like this a little bit, and if you can master something like this, your groups on your full-size semi-automatic pistols or full-size revolvers, they will tighten and tighten and tighten. I guarantee it. Because normally when somebody first picks up a gun like this, their groups are going to be at 7 yards like this, okay? Doesn't matter who you are. I'm going to put up a new piece of paper and I'll show you what my groups are at 7 yards, just to show you really quick. Alright, I'm going to fire 5 rounds from my 38 snub-nose revolver, and then I'll show you my groups. We have 1 here, 2 right here. My first couple shots were a little bit low. So that's my grip there. The average person couldn't do that. And I'm willing to bet you, even if you are a master shot with your SIG or your Glock or your 1911, you're not going to be able to do that. And I'm only saying that just to make a point. And I'm not going to show off or anything, but what I'm trying to say is, if you learn to master a trigger like this and a gun this small, everything else, it just falls into place. It makes more sense. It's easier. So everybody should own a little J-frame revolver, even if you never, ever, ever plan to use it for self-defense. And I'm not trying to be a proponent of it for self-defense, saying it's better than something else, because it's not. It's decent, but it's not better than a 45. It's not better than a 40. It's questionable whether it's as good as a 9mm. It's about as good as a 380, maybe a little better. So is it good for self-defense? It's good for it. Is it the best? No. But why should you own it? Because you can practice with it and get good with it. If you can get good with the little J-frame 38, you're going to be even better with everything large you have. And the other two reasons: one, they're not expensive. Even though revolvers are generally more expensive, you know, you talk about a 4-inch barrel 357 Magnum Smith & Wesson makes, you're going to spend $800. You can pick one of these little guys up, not necessarily this brand, or this make, model, whatever I'm trying to say, but you can pick up a little similar gun that's going to shoot the same for $400, about half the price. And it's going to add a lot of flavor to your collection, and it's going to give you a challenge. It's going to give you a challenge to shoot something different than what you normally shoot. So I say these right here, there's definitely a reason to have these things, even if you don't take them seriously. Even if you're not going to take it seriously for what it can do for self-defense, if you think it doesn't have enough capacity or stopping power, that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But for what it will do for the rest of your handgun skill is incredible. For that reason alone, you should own one. So I just thought I'd make that video, make that point, that they are very useful for that. They're very useful for getting practice. So, and they're also good backup weapons if you don't, you know, if you're not going to carry one as a primary. It's a good little backup weapon. So anyways, I thought I'd share that and share why you should get a little snub nose revolver. So thanks for watching.